The FBI left. They said he did nothing wrong. They said he didn't lie. They didn't say he lied. They said he didn't lie. They persecuted him.
They threatened to put his son and go after his son.
They said to me, what was the toughest, friends of mine, what's the toughest country to deal with? Who is it? Is it China? Is it Russia? Could it be North Korea? I said, no. It's the United States of America, the toughest country to deal with, because we have Schumer and Pelosi and people that are bad people that I honestly believe don't love our country. What they do to our country and what they've done with this scam, the whole scam, Flynn is a piece of it, the Mueller scam. Now it came out that Mueller should have announced in the first week that we did nothing wrong. In other words, they had evidence in the first few days that there was no collusion with Russia. There was nothing to do with Russia. They knew that immediately. He didn't have to take 2 or 2.5 years. They knew it immediately. What they've put this country through, Jeff Sessions was a disaster. He was a total disaster because he basically let it happen unknowingly because he's not very smart, but they let it happen. And it's a shame what they put this country through.
Mm-hmm. As you look, we now have a Durham report. We now have the Inspector General report. I would imagine there's probably going to be indictments at the end of this. When you look at the names of the people, for example, the jury foreperson in Roger Stone's case was prejudiced against. That was not a fair.
No, can you believe it? Even? Can you believe it? The hatred that she had for him and for me.
And you.
And she said, "Oh no, I don't know." You know, she acted like she was an innocent. She ran for Congress or something, and lost. But she was like pretending to be an innocent. How did she even get into the jury pool? She must have had a little contact. And the judge, who's been brutal, the judge who sentenced Roger, has been brutal. Take a look at what she's done to people.
Same judge in the Manafort case.
Well, take a look at what she did for Hillary-related things, okay? It wasn't brutal there, but look at what she did to people. Just take a look at what she's done. And Roger Stone had a jury foreman, forewoman, who was a disaster. How that's not declared a mistrial or more than a mistrial is incredible to anybody that sees it. This is a person that hated Roger Stone, hated me, and obviously said wonderful things. Otherwise, she couldn't have gone. And
it looks like he reports to jail, I believe, in 4 days.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about a pardon for any of them?
We're going to see. I don't want to get into
commutation,
that, but I think he was treated very unfairly.
Clearly.
You know, other than he may have been involved very early on, and I've known him for a long time, but I've known him like everybody in Washington knew him. You have a lot of guys in Washington, they do. He was not involved in the campaign. Maybe a little bit at the very, very beginning, but he wasn't involved. He wasn't a part of the campaign. But he's a professional. They've destroyed his life, totally destroyed his life. What they've done to Roger Stone is incredible. And the jury forewoman stands out. And to have at least not give him a new trial is inconceivable. And by the way, she was a dominant person. The juror said she was very dominating in the room. She dominated. He got a tremendously big sentence. You see these guys, they're burning down buildings, they're ripping down statues, they're hurting police. They don't go to jail. Nothing happens to them. They wanted to give him 9 years in jail.
Process crime.
Yeah, if that. And then you have these prosecutors who were Mueller-related, the whole Mueller-related thing. One friend said to me, you have to be the most innocent man in the history of the United States. I had 18 angry Democrat geniuses, all smart as hell. Mueller lost it, but they were all smart as hell. All these guys were after me. They spent 45, 49, 55, I hear all different numbers, $1 million over a period of 2.5 years. And they got nothing on me. I think I am probably, a friend of mine said, you have to be the most perfect person.
They had everybody.
Isn't that true? Think of it.
We'll take a break. We'll come back as we continue from Great Green Bay, Wisconsin. Also, the president.